What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Tonight, I'm always like excited. Tonight, I have the pleasure to sit down with Miss Kay Wattz from Boston, y'all. Listen, me and this young lady, we've been going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I am so honored to have you here. First, I want to say big up to her because she won the Song Battle League Rookies and Vets. Woo, 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 woo. I'm gonna get one of them horns and
Appreciate you.
go. Yes, what's going on, Miss Kay Wattz? How are you?
Good. Salute Middle Child Entertainment. Thank you for having me.
You.
It's been lovely.
So what you been up to? What's going on? How you feel about winning the Song Battle League?
Salute to the Song Battle League. That's been crazy. I've been loving it. So many dope artists. Salute to Real Money Baz for putting me on. That's been a great opportunity because it's like I'm getting to learn so much. The competition's been dope. Shout out to Johnny Bonaire. That was my first battle. He's a popping artist.
Yes.
And it's just crazy to be able to see all the battles and just everybody's getting more into it, all the voting. Salute to Song Battle League. That's been popping.
Yeah. Song Battle League is really, really, and I don't know. I mean, I tell my story all the time. You watch my channel. I really worked with all of them young, and as humble as they are now, they were the same way when they were young. They're the bomb. Like they really love hip hop and they really for the culture. And I tell everybody the battle is fun and it's just fun. It's not to be taken so seriously because nobody like on this part of the battle the vets and the rookies, it's no money involved. It's just good stuff. It's just good stuff. And look what's going on. We need that. So I appreciate all the artists. I think everybody did an amazing job. But I love your music. I've been watching your videos, and you do some like really cute videos, and you're just like a really dope artist. I would like to know where did you start? What started you in hip hop? Like.
So to take it back, first I was playing basketball most of my life. I was heavy in basketball. I love sports, and I was playing ball in high school, and then I played a little bit in college. But then in college is when I started to really realize how much I wanted to do music.
Okay.
Like music had always been a big part of my life, but I was writing more and then I was seeing how much I love writing in general and then making the music, making songs. So I would like college that showed me that music was where I was really gonna be.
Okay.
So then, and then before that when I was younger, probably 11, 12, 13, I was always hanging out with my older cousins, and that's constantly what they would do. It was rap sessions, ciphers. So I always looked up to them, and that was something I was like, yo, that's hot. And then I remember one day I spit for them, and I didn't really know what the response was gonna be, but they was blown away. It was like, yo, where did that come from? Like you been hiding that? So that's between my older cousins and just the journey of life and just seeing like, yeah, like music's gonna be here and that's definitely what I want to do for the rest of my life.
Oh, that is beautiful. So, do you remember the one song that like made you say like, "Damn, I could do this"? Like the one moment like that you really had that as Oprah say, "Aha!" effect. Like, I'm doing this.
Let me see. So I got a video on YouTube. It's called Just Like Me.
Okay.
That was the first video where one of my boys pulled me aside. He was like, "Look, I do videos. I really think you got something. So let's shoot a video. Let's see how it goes." And it was popping. It was dope, and I got a real great response from everybody I showed it to. And that's been one of my dopest videos for people to really see, how
Oh,
I come and my personality and everything. So that was dope. That was really the moment I was like, yeah, I could definitely do this.
oh, that's dope. That is nice. See, you have people that's already like, well, believing in you. You know what I mean? So when you have people like see your artistry and they take it serious, I know that gives you like fire too. Like I could do this. People believing in me. So have you always been in Boston?
Yeah, yep. Born
Yep.
and raised.
How's the music scene in Boston? How's it? Well, I know I should say pre-pandemic because.
I would say, let me see. I was like, it's getting to a point where it should really where it should really be. It's like for years it's been like a transition period
Mm-hmm.
where like you could tell it was building up to hip hop being what's really big here, and everyone's into that scene, and that's what's getting out there. And the local artists, everybody, you see more support, you see more events for them, you see everything going in the right direction. So it's getting to the point like there's still work to do, but we getting there, and it's at a really dope part right now. Like I'm proud to be a part of the scene here and all like the progress we making. Like
Oh, that's dope. That is nice. That is really nice. So let me ask you something. So you're writing. Are you like did you start off with poetry? Because I you got a little bit of that in your writing. Like you did. Yeah, I can't remember.
um I I did a little bit of poetry, but the poetry that you probably hear in my writing would have to be from my mother. My
Oh,
mom, she always would read me her poems when I was younger. And I was like, I would be blown away. Like those are fire. Like you gotta eventually put those into a book. So she has a website now where she puts all her poems up and different articles and different. So she's definitely doing a thing. But that's the
okay.
poetry you
What's
hear
the
in my
name of
music. It's
yeah,
because of her.
okay, what's the name of her where we could listen to her poetry or see it? I love that.
The website is called Slow Walkers Seymour.
So slow walker Seymour. Okay. Oh my God, that's CT. It always comes from somewhere, honey. It comes from somewhere.
That,
That is what. So, do you have like a whole crew that you work with? You have like a whole team behind you?
I would say not exactly a team, but if you collectively a team. I got a lot of people that work behind the scenes for me, and just definitely a key group that I definitely look for to
Hmm.
get advice from or promo or just different things like that. So salute to everybody who's been working with me, following my movement, supporting it. But yeah,
Yeah.
and I'm
So,
an independent artist too, so those things are really big.
oh, absolutely. So, where's your music at now? Where can we find your music? Where can we listen to your music?
Definitely, I have my first EP I just dropped a couple months ago. It's on all platforms called Confidence. So that's on. It'll be on Amazon Music. It'll be on iTunes,
And,
Spotify.
and okay, and wasn't it you go by Kay Watts?
Yep. Kay Wattz.
Kay Watts.
KAY space WATTZ.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
dope.
That music will be on all platforms. And then any music that's not on those platforms, the videos are on YouTube. So you can check it out there. And then I have another EP I'm dropping October 26th called Living for Hip Hop. So
Okay. And that's what you're working on now, because that was my next thing. So, what are you working on now? The
yep.
EP.
So
October.
yeah, that EP will be coming October 26th. And then I also have another EP I'm working on with two other artists. One's name is Auxilla, and the other one's name is Bayesian Charm. And we, all three of us, on all the songs on it. It's crazy. That's gonna be a dope project.
Wow, that's
We,
nice. I can't wait to hear that. And I know you're gonna come back and do some stuff with the song battle, because that's, you know, that's you gotta do that. Because bad.
yep.
Yeah, we're gonna try to have something. When this COVID is over, we're gonna try to, have something for the artists to come out and all perform, because I think that would just be so fly, because so many artists are meeting each other and they collaborating, like artists from Ohio and an artist from Compton. It's just like, ooh, I'm like, this is a beautiful thing here. It's great. So before, like, I know your cousins inspired you. Was there any one artist that you could think of that really, really inspired you and motivated you to want to do hip hop?
Uh, Growing up, my father always played Nas. He didn't play a lot of artists, but he played Nas, and that's definitely one you want to play. Like that, he's one. That's my favorite artist, and my two favorite artists all the time is Nas and Lauryn Hill. But
Oh,
so those two would be the ones that really inspired me, just with how they came into the game,
yeah,
the way they were in the game, what they stand for, the messages they send through hip hop. So artists like that will be ones that
absolutely.
inspire me, that be the impact.
Absolutely. Do you feel like in your music, what is your message? Like, I know some people just rap on what's going on with them at that moment, but in your music, is there a certain message that you feel that you have in your music?
My message would be, and you'll hear it too throughout the songs. It just be yourself and just don't be afraid to say what you gotta say. Because even before music, I think what brought me out so much is when I was younger, I was more quiet, and I was more quiet too because sometimes when you go to speak up and you're not always heard.
Mm-hmm.
So I lean more to the writing. I lean more to watching stuff. And then when I got older, to the point where I was like, it's my time to speak. And you realize, look, you got something to say. You want people to hear it, because then different people started telling me they appreciated that and said, like, like, that's dope. You gave me courage to say, my piece, and just, so it's dope. When
Yeah.
you're doing it, be yourself. And that comes with anything you're doing in life. Be yourself, go hard, and always show love.
Yeah. I like that. How old are you, Kay?
I'm 26.
Oh, okay, you young, you baby, but you got that soul. Listen, you got that spirit, because it is important to speak, because so many people lose their voice and don't have a voice, and are afraid to use their voice because they're afraid of what people are going to say. And as a female going through this, it's not easy. Hip hop, it's not easy for me, and I'm much older than you, and it's you have to keep your voice. And I say that a lot. It is very important, and it is inspiring for other people who don't feel that their voice is important. Everybody's voice is important, you know. And for so long, listen, the industry is male driven, and it really, really, really is, even from where I'm at, sometimes I get caught up in like male stuff, and it's not bad, because I think everyone is coming to me good. The Song Battle League, I will always do stuff with them because those are my babies and I love them. But I get so many different people coming at me with stuff since I started this platform. I have to remember that it's me, that I got to keep focused, and I got to keep my voice going, because you get caught up in their stuff. Your voice is very important. That's what I'm trying to say. Keep that going. You're young. Just that's, you don't know how many people that you probably inspire just by speaking your piece. You know what I'm saying? That's what's up. I am so glad to like interview you. I can't wait to see your new stuff coming out, and I can't wait for you to be on a battle league again.
Woo! Thank you so much. I appreciate you. And I can't wait for the song battle league either. Like, I
Oh,
think I got another battle the 31st. So everything is like, and it's so consistent. Like everything, all the battles and everything, it keeps it exciting.
oh, Baz is like a whip. He's like, BB, we ready? We okay?
Hey, he's ready to go. He's not playing.
He's like that
You need
battery,
that
that
though.
rabbit. He's like, you ready to go? So I asked him yesterday. I was like, okay, I got schedules, Baz. Like, what's going on? And he's just like, okay, we're not going to do anything till Monday. I'm like, okay, good. I can breathe. But I have to say that I really do love it. I love listening to music, and I love listening to new artists, young artists, and old artists too. I just like it. I think all the artists are great, because everybody has a story to tell, and everybody is coming to this battle with love. Some people get a little sore when they lose, but after a day or two, they over it, because it is
Yeah.
for exposure for everybody, and it is to keep the culture going, because this pandemic, what are artists doing? You have like, it's all these artists that come on the show, they got work and work and work, like you got your EP, you got another one coming, you got, so we need to just be sharing each other's creativity and putting it out there,
Yup,
you know.
yup.
So is there a lot of do you have a lot of artist friends in Boston? Do you all like hang
Yeah.
out together, and you have a lot of ciphers?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's funny you said Cypress too, because that's probably, I was like, a lot of people would say my music was dope, but I think what really brought my name out in Boston was like the ciphers. I just started putting my footwork in the city and just going to different events, but the ones that really brought the most attention was the ciphers, and that's probably because, like I said, my writing and my bars. And at the cipher, it's not so much about just being turned up and all, like the
right.
shows are great. The shows are great. You get different energy and different vibes there, but the ciphers are different because you really get to hear people's bars. You really get to hear them spitting, their stage presence. So
Yes,
that
yes.
was really fun for me. And the funny thing is, when I went to my first cipher, like I've never been that nervous. Like I couldn't. I'm like I don't even know if I can remember the words. I don't know. And then I went up there when I feel like when you're in your zone, something else just takes over
Yeah.
when you're doing what you're supposed to do. But yeah, the ciphers were key in the city for just meeting different people, networking, and then getting the show off the bars.
Somebody told me that before. They said they do a lot of ciphers in Boston. So that's what made me ask you that. And I haven't been to one in a really long time, but I love them too. I think that you really get to, it's just a lot of creativity going on there. I like that. I might host a cipher. I want to figure out how to do it.
I would love that.
I want to figure out how I can do it virtually. I will figure it out.
That would be
But
fire.
that'd be nice, right? Yeah, hell
That
yeah.
would be crazy.
Artists coming out and just doing a thing. But I'm not gonna keep you. I know it's late and I know you got a heavy work shift, but I can't wait to see some more stuff from you. I'm looking forward to seeing, and I just want you to just keep going. Don't let nothing stop you. I know I wanted to ask you, what did you major in college?
Business management.
Okay, so you need that. You need that. You need to know about your money, girl. You need to know about, listen, because as much as is depend, we can talk about the artistry, but then the money part is very important to know what you're doing. You know what I'm saying. Know your music. Know your paperwork. Make sure you're doing the right thing for as your paperwork. That's important. I'm glad to hear that. I'm very glad to hear that. But anyway, Kay, I look forward to hearing some stuff from you, and I'm excited for you because
Definitely. We got a lot of work
I
coming.
think
Thank you so much for having me.
I think that you're welcome, but I think that you're the new artist. You're out there. This is what it is. Johnny Boney, he cannot stop talking about you. He's like, oh God, Kay
I
Wattz,
love him.
he beat me, but it was okay because she is fly. And I'm like, Johnny, I love Johnny. I love him. Because you know what? He's honest and he's the truth. And I love it. And it's no, yeah, you just love it. He gave you so much props. He was like, and I'm coming back to the song Battle League. I was like, okay.
All right, I love him. He's so genuine, and
He-
then like in this industry too, that's hard to find. Like you'll
yeah.
meet a lot of artists, you meet a lot of people, but it's rare like when you feel the genuineness between people.
Yeah. It is it's
And,
like
and it's crazy too. A lot of people I met through a song like battle been like that. Like you,
I'm telling
Bunny Bass,
yeah.
Johnny Bonaire,
Oh,
Streets Murder. I'm like, this is just real, genuine people. So
yeah.
it's been dope.
I love street murder. I like just want to kidnap him and I want him to work with me and I want him to do everything for me. I just love. And you know who's the
So
funniest rapper is um oh God, what's his name? Oh God, how can I not just think of it? I can't remember his name. Bodie, Kid Bodie.
yeah, yep.
All over the place, but so hyped. I did an interview with him. It was so dope. So yeah, the Song Battle League has a lot of dope artists. I'm not even gonna lie. When they started that, they started something good. So I'm not gonna hold you.
Feel it.
You're gonna give me your information, and everybody you can find out about Miss Kay Wattz in the notifications in the bottom, and we're gonna follow you, girl. You got you some more fans.
Thank you. I appreciate y'all.
I want to
For real.
appreciate. I appreciate you for coming on to the show. Thank you so much.
Thank you too. For
We'll
real.
be linking up soon. Bye.
Yes, definitely. It's so much work.
Yeah.